Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I certainly sit here with a smile on my face, and I am really excited. David Ornstein brought out news late last night of Brian Mbeumo saying yes to Manchester United, prioritizing Manchester United, and we are now going to start formal talks with Brentford. Cunha already through the door, and now Brian Mbeumo coming in as the second signing for this transfer window for Ruben Amorim. And further news came out as well that Bruno Fernandes via Fabrizio Romano has rejected Al Hilal. Our captain Magnifico is staying at Manchester United. You have to be excited. You have to be, because we now already, like I said, have Cunha through the door. Brian Mbeumo comes in and also improves our attacking line. And with Bruno Fernandes staying, our best player, arguably, you can have the debate yourself or in the comments if you want to. But Bruno Fernandes being our best player, in my opinion, staying at the club, our captain, is a massive statement to we are still a massive club. Attracting a Brian Mbeumo to Manchester United when we don't have Champions League. Newcastle wanted him, Spurs wanted him. You could have even put in a case for City, Liverpool, Arsenal wanting a Brian Mbeumo and even a Mateus Cunha. But both of them chose Manchester United and the project over Champions League football. Those are the players that we need to get at Manchester United. And Cunha and Mbeumo is already two of those players that are coming in. Bruno Fernandes, we know, definitely easier for the project, and of course, is the captain. Having him stay is a massive statement to the team and also shows that we are trying to build a competitive squad in order to compete once again at the highest level and start climbing the table, as I continue to say. But I want to focus on Brian Mbeumo for a few minutes. A player at Brentford that, if you remember Ten Hag's first season, he definitely destroyed us in that 4-0 away win. Well, it was a loss to us, but it was a win for Brentford. And Brian Mbeumo with Ivan Toney were absolutely excellent for Brentford. And when Ivan Toney stopped playing for Brentford, off-field reasons, and of course going to Saudi, Brian Mbeumo became the main player at Brentford and did not shy away from that pressure, continued to carry Brentford, and he got 20 goals and 8 assists last season in the Premier League. Mateus Cunha, similar numbers up there, also in the Premier League. These are two players that were wanted by other clubs in the Premier League. They are top Premier League performers, and not just for their goals and assists, but also for the way that they defend in terms of pressing from the front, in terms of closing down, winning balls high up the pitch, for high percentage transitions, the way they do defend when we are, not in possession of the ball. Brian Mbeumo is very good at those particular stats, and he's, like I said, his stats speak for himself. You can go and see it. Brian Mbeumo is another excellent signing for Manchester United, a proven Premier League goal scorer, player, performer. No matter what way you want to look at it, Brian Mbeumo is a quality player that has performed in the Premier League against big teams as well, not just against lower opposition like for example, an Ipswich Town, etc., that got relegated. No, Brian Mbeumo can perform against the bigger teams. Now we will need to see him and Cunha go up one more level. Bruno Fernandes, him staying, I'm very happy about that. I was very nervous and thinking that he was going to be sold. And with us bringing in a Mbeumo and a Mateus Cunha, I thought that maybe we're going to be using Bruno Fernandes' money to fund more players coming in. But him staying is, of course, a very good thing for Manchester United, because now he can definitely continue to be the forefront, the face of this particular ship that we are trying to turn around to get back to competing at the highest level. That's where Ruben Amorim wants to take us. Having Mateus Cunha come in to play the left 10, Brian Mbeumo can come in and play the right-sided 10. Of course, he can play as a striker. He's played there for Brentford as well as a 2. Most likely, he will, like I said, will play as a number 10. But very good with the ball at his feet. Very good in tight spaces. Dangerous when delivering balls into the box from wide areas and, of course, from set pieces. So him and Cunha will take off the pressure and the burden on Bruno Fernandes to create chances, to score goals, and also to be that spark that the team needs when a team is kind of defending well and we can't seem to find a way through. Mbeumo and Cunha are like a Bruno Fernandes. They have those magical moments within their arsenal in order to win a game for their team and get a result, when the team does need, as I said, that spark. So, as I said, two pieces of good news: Bruno Fernandes staying at Manchester United, Brian Mbeumo prioritizing Manchester United, and going to are going to have formal talks with Brentford now. So it's good for Manchester United. The first day of the transfer window, the 1st of June, boom, Matheus Cunha was announced. The 2nd of June, you have Brian Mbeumo prioritizing Manchester United via David Ornstein. And that shows a huge, huge difference into how in previous years Manchester United have gone through these transfer windows. It's impressive. I certainly am excited for it, but there will have to be more players coming in. And of course, we know there are going to be players leaving the club. I'll definitely be here for all of that news when it definitely does come through. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for those who continue to watch and support the channel. Have a wonderful day further, Red Devils. Till we see each other again soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share, and subscribe.